Capricorn. This is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is timeless, so it comes to you when you need to hear it. Remember, this page, this channel is filled with timeless readings, so take a look. Whatever calls to you is yours. If you are looking for personal readings, I do those. Just check out my website and see what service is right for you and what is available. www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. All right, Capricorn, let's see. Be here now. This is the challenge of living in the present time when there's stuff in the past that may be sucking you back. Or if you see that I'll actually show it to you here. Look, you see that there's kind of a split. There's be here now, but there's something pulling from the past and something pulling toward the future. And we're going to get into both of those. But the point is, when you're too far in the future or too far in the past, you're not in the present. And so maybe you're struggling right now to focus or bring your focus to where you are. But it's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of beauty here in the present moment. So let's look at the past. A rebirth is assured, so awakening to something, and the abundant universe will provide. So there was actually a bunch of abundance or a new start to something that could be or was meant to be very abundant. Lots of resources here, waking up to maybe having more, getting more, doing more, being more. There was just a sense of this influx of abundance that had come into your life. Now there's the present moment, and it seems like, or at least it looks, life is pretty beautiful, living in the here and now. But then we have clear out the clutter coming in the future, which is strange because usually this is the energy of what you have to do to make way for the future. So this is a sense of clear out the clutter, frog spirit, this sense of needing to let things go. It seems like there was too much or a bunch. It's almost like a lot happened all at once. But what it's telling you is you can kind of feel you're going to have to get rid of something. Maybe you're moving out. You're clearing out space because you're expanding and you're growing and you need to move out, or you need to go somewhere. It's almost just like that prep period for seeing and taking stock with what you really need and what you really don't need, and then take time out. Take time out. Be here now, clear out the clutter, and take time out. For me right now, it feels like you're prepping for something really important, or you're prepping to reconfigure or reorganize, because where you were when all of this happened is not where you are now. It actually transformed, and this is very transformative energy. This is awakening to a newness, a new life. Just like starting to stretch those wings, not really flying. And then there was so much, there was all this abundance, something that happened all at once. Maybe finances, maybe resources, whatever it is, it changed. It changed you. It changed your current situation. And so now there is that thing of that, it really actually a strong place to be, a sense of this is where I am now. This is what's going on now. This is my new reality, and I have to start making more space, clearing out the clutter. Making room for it. Clear out the clutter and take time out. This could also be your family is changing, which is why you have to make room or make space or change things around. Clearing out the clutter usually means maybe somebody's moving out, or it's almost like growing. Like need room to spread your wings, because you are expanding or your family is expanding. Something is growing and you need to make room for it. And this is legitimately, this is how I interpreted it, Capricorn, this sense of take time out. You're going to have to put your full attention. And this also bears that same energy of you're going to have to pay really close attention to what's going on in the here, in the now, right here, right now, because there is some major expansion and room needs to be made. You might actually have to take some time out in order to make it. Okay, this is our baseline reading. Let's get into the details. So Capricorn, where do we go from here? What exactly are we taking time out? Where do we go from here, came out? Still contemplation. Where do we go from here is unsure. And once again, this card is also could be associated with abundance. Like you have a lot of choices. And right now you're trying to focus on what is most important, or at least go through it and try to figure it out. So that's what you're supposed to be doing right now, is be in this present moment. And this is the message from Spirit. Take into consideration what your reality is at the current time, not what it was or what you're scared it will be. What is it at this current time? Take stock and reassess from this position that you're in now. And I think that will help direct you and clarify things. Maybe in some ways you're still trying to settle in. Okay. Okay, we have the Two of Cups here. Maybe you need to figure out what you feel or who you feel it for. There could be a lot of options on the table as to how I want to proceed, who I want to get together with, how I want this to look. There does seem to be options. Living in the present, maybe out there dating a lot. Whatever this is a sense of connection and connectivity. It could also mean that you have to work in conjunction with somebody else. And this is sort of a challenge, like the two of you are trying to put something together. There is high hopes for this sense of you two will find a way to work it out together, in a sense of, it's almost like you're trying to establish your new sense of togetherness. And I'm not saying this is what's going on for all of you, but it's almost like that empty nest thing where you have to, after 20, 25 years of the kids going in and out and it all being about them, suddenly it's like you have to readjust. Do we still want to live in this house? Do we want to keep the house? Do we want to get something smaller? Do we want to move? It's almost like that. There's like a reassessment here of resources, a reassignment, like where do we need and what do we need where, but it's in conjunction with somebody else. So this is a little bit out into the future, or definitely by the end of this week. So there's this connection, maybe even something that you didn't expect, but you're making these decisions in conjunction with somebody else. So whether you knew that or not, okay, that could be what's coming into your life. Capricorn. We have indecision or inability to decide, like two different things make sense. And you want, all I'm getting over and over again, repeating, is I need more time. I need more time to think about this, because things are shifting and it is new and you have different ideas of where to put things, but you will need more time. And the truth is, whatever you're trying to organize or prepare for now, what this card is telling me is you're going to need more prep. It's going to be like a year out. This is like a long-term prep period of having to stay stagnated or try to see things from a different perspective or remain in one place. Okay. Let's get some moon cards. Expect powerful change. And that was the eclipse. Didn't happen too long ago. It just happened on the 14th. It was a new moon eclipse. That's what it said. It doesn't specifically say full lunar eclipse, total eclipse, but this was a new moon eclipse. And that's what it was. A new moon eclipse. So what happened around that time where you all of a sudden were thrust into, I need to make some changes? Balance spirituality and practicality. That's what it is. This sense of something is manifesting into reality, becoming real from concept. So it's going from concept to into reality. This could also bring about a lot of emotions, and nothing will come of this situation, which is weird, and I need an understanding of what that means. What do you need to release is being asked again. What do you mean nothing will come of this situation? What do you mean? What do you mean? The Emperor is here. The Emperor is here. Maybe be by yourself. Decide to be by yourself, to decide to go it alone. But no, because we have the Two of Cups here. The Emperor is take action on the future and make a new choice, make a new decision. It's almost like you know that where you've settled into was a temporary space. Like it was never going to last long. And so now it's like, okay, well, where do we want to be moving forward? It still seems that there is the energy of working with somebody else or connecting with somebody else. But simultaneously, the Emperor is here, which is all about individuality. This is that North and South Node energy. So that's telling me the next year and a half of figuring out, okay, where do I want to take this newness? What actions do we... It's like you're planning for the future, something that's very important that's going to happen in your future, and it's going to be new. Okay, so what does Capricorn need to know about that? Why is this all unfolding now? You're like either you or somebody is very defensive about it. They're not really sure. Somebody is not ready. It's maybe that's the point. It's like somebody wasn't expecting wasn't expecting to have to make these decisions so quickly. It's almost like hurry up, but wait. Somebody doesn't want to go that quickly. Balance spirituality with practicality. It's almost like in some ways you think that somebody isn't being practical and you wish that they would wait and think things through much more clearly, so that you could kind of get an understanding and sort of get your sea legs. There is, once again, a great deal of abundance here. This could be also pregnancy. This could be why all of a sudden we have to make changes. This was something unexpected, a connection or a connectivity that happened that was unexpected. Something is new here, but it's also inspired. The Ace of Wands is, once again, new opportunity or a new beginning. There's a lot to be, let me say this flat out. There's a lot to be excited for. There is. But it's almost like that excitement is moving too quickly for somebody. And you wish it would just slow down a little bit to get the particulars. Because you don't want to rush into something before you're certain or before you're sure. I do hear that there is a little bit of more faith on your part, that you need to work on it a little bit, of opening up and trusting that you will learn as you go. You don't need everything set in stone or to know everything in advance. This is supposed to be new, and some things you're not going to be able to know until they're happening and until you're in them and until you're figuring them out. Remember, there's always an extended reading after this reading where I can just be completely candid with you guys, and I can't wait. But let's get another card, because it looks wonderful, but somebody's very guarded about it. What do we do about that? Never-ending story. So this has happened before, and this is kind of exacerbating this sense of round and around and around. A deep knowing. Never-ending story and deep knowing. It's like now you understand it, a deep understanding, knowing that this is going to go round and round in circles, or an understanding of this is going to last long term. There is a certainty here, so I'm not sure why somebody's not allowing themselves to just open up and embrace it, and embrace this newness, this happiness, this freshness. There seems to be but I want to understand things deeper, or no, or I still don't. Clarify that for me, please. Clarify that for me. Abundance, King of Wands, and Nine of Pentacles. This is all very independent energy. It's almost like you know that you're going to be okay on your own by yourself. You know your own worth, and you know what you desire, and you want to move forth and go get it. Or there is this King of Wands in your life that's come in your life, and there's just this sense of they're giving value to you. They could be offering you an opportunity. This could be so much abundance that's come in, but it almost feels like in some ways I'm better off alone. I want to be on my own. I have to work with somebody. I'm connected to this partnership, but I would do so much better on my own. And I think therein lies the stress of, how do I work this out? It could be as simple as learning to work with somebody else. You know, and it's very good to be a very independent person, but it's almost like, okay, how do I take another person's considerations, you know, and needs into consideration when I could just sort of get it done by myself and handle it by myself? And that's the frustrating aspect. There's a lot, listen, what can I say? These are good problems to have, because there's a lot of abundance to work with, and happiness in success and who you are. Something is coming into your life that's going to make you very proud of yourself, very proud to be you, and feel really good about who you are and your own independence, whether or not you're in partnership or not. So that's the beautiful news. Let's extend this reading and see what else comes out. I'll see you guys there.